All right. So just starting off with this interview and figuring out what goal you'd like to work on. Can you identify like a concern or problem you feel like in your life right now exists?
I think I would say, well, I was diagnosed with ADD, but I haven't been on medication for maybe like 3 years.
Okay.
And it's really like been bothering me lately since I'm in school again.
And do you just feel like you have a hard time like focusing when you're like working on like assignments, like reading, writing?
Yeah, pretty much all those.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then with working towards like improving on this concern, what outcome would you like to see?
Well, I would like to first like go to a psychiatrist and talk to them about like medication.
Mhm.
And then what I would like to see happen, I don't know, I would love to be able to just actually like not be doing something and then like moving my head away and like thinking about something else, or like wanting to do something else when I'm doing something. Like I just want to be able to do something. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. Maybe just like focus better on like
Yeah.
one thing, maybe
Yes.
like come up with like, I don't know, like strategies of how you can like better focus on a task, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
cool. Um, okay. So with your desired outcome of like improving on your focus, is this something that you can see yourself like doing when you're working on homework and stuff? Do you, if you either get on medication or kind of come up with a strategy to help you focus, do you think that it'll help like each time you're working on assignments or doing your schoolwork?
Yeah, I haven't really talked to anyone about like different strategies, so maybe that's a good idea.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, also, I think medication, it definitely helps.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Next question. In what ways is achievement of this goal important to you and to others?
Uh-huh. Well, it's important because I mean, I'm doing fine in school right now, but like I just feel like if I was able to focus more, I could like retain more information.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's important to others, so I become a good social worker.
Cool. Next question. What will achieving this goal require of you?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I actually made an appointment already with the psychiatrist, so
Okay.
that's a step in the right
Yeah.
direction. So, yeah, I guess I meet with him next week, so that's good.
Okay. Cool. So
Mhm.
it'll require you to like put in the effort to go to your appointment.
Mhm.
And then if you get prescribed medicine, then it'll require you to remember to take your medicine like
Right, yeah.
regularly. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next question. To what extent is this goal something you want to do?
It's definitely something I want to do like to the max, like
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Like I really need something. Yeah, either like you said, either some type of strategy or like medication, because yeah, it's really bothering me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm guessing, is it something that affects, I mean, especially when you're doing schoolwork, but also even just like having conversations with people too, because that requires to like focus on the conversation. But then you
Yeah,
could think of something and then you go over to that thought, but then you're still trying
yeah,
to focus. So I would imagine that it affects like all areas,
that really
school,
big time.
work,
Hmm.
personal conversations. Yeah. So then
Yep.
it's definitely very important then.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Let's see. Is this goal based on rational, logical ideas, realistic expectations and ideas, irrational ideas and beliefs, logical thinking, or perfectionist standards for self or others?
I think realistic expectations and ideas,
Okay.
and rational logical ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe both of those.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cause I feel like it's like rational, it's like a reasonable goal. It's obtainable.
Uh-huh.
You know, even if it's something, you know, you can't necessarily like perfect, but with the help of, you know, like strategies or like medication, then you'll be able to like improve it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then how will achieving this goal help you?
Yeah, so I really think that, I don't know, I said it before, like it's so frustrating. I can't even explain how frustrating it is. Like I really want to concentrate, and
Yeah.
I get so upset because like I can't, like every time, and like it makes me not want to do like schoolwork because I know what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so when I achieve this goal, I really think that I'll feel more like maybe motivated to like do schoolwork, and um yeah, I'll be able to have conversations like you said too, and I'll be able to like listen and
Yeah.
understand what's going on fully. Yeah.
Cool. All
Mhm.
right. And then moving on to the miracle question. So say you were asleep and when you woke up the next morning, this problem did not exist to you anymore, and it was, you know, solved while you were sleeping. How would you notice that the problem had been solved, and what do you feel like would be like significantly different in your life as a result of it just being gone overnight?
Yeah. So I think that number one, when I woke up, I feel like my mind wouldn't want to be doing like a million different things at once.
Yeah.
I would be able to like sit down and actually like do one thing.
Yeah.
And that'd be really surprising to me.
Yeah.
And what was the last question? I'm sorry.
You're good. Like what would be significantly different in your life? What would other people notice that was different about you if this
Oh
problem
yeah.
was gone?
Okay. So yeah. Also, when you said about like not being able to fully, I guess, listen to conversations. So like for example, my mom a lot of times she'll be talking to me, and then I just like zone out. And she'd be like, Rachel, and I'd be like, what? Even my friend too, her name's Leah. Yeah, I have a very like vivid memory of like her just talking to me, and I wasn't like paying attention at all. I was just thinking about something else. So I think that um that would be really good for others because I would be able to pay attention to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. And I guess I'll just ask this now. What stage of change do you feel like you're at right now with working towards like improving this problem?
Yeah. Hold on, I forgot what it was called. And looking on the book. Okay. It is the preparation phase.
Okay. And why do you feel like you are at that stage?
So yeah, it says define, work toward, and evaluate selected outcomes. So I'm working toward trying to, I guess, well, cope, I guess, in different like I'm working towards being a psychiatrist, and
Yeah.
perhaps learning different strategies to help me along the way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that you're at the point of preparing, like you have the appointment scheduled, you plan on, you like have your schedule cleared to go to that appointment. And then I think once you get to like that appointment, after that is when you'll be, like actively working towards improving that concern. So
Yeah, you got
cool.
it.
All right. Well, that is all the questions I have for you. So if we want to switch and you want to ask me the questions now.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what is a concern that you have right now?
So I grew up like playing soccer. I played college soccer, and so I was always like super active. And then after soccer was done, I got into like weightlifting, and I was like really big into it. And then once the pandemic hit, I wasn't going to the gym, and I just fell out of like my normal workout routine. And it's been really hard for me to just like stay consistent with a workout routine for the last like year and a half. And so that has become, and working out is like one of the greatest stress relievers for me, and it's something I really enjoy. But I've just struggled to find a consistent schedule. And so I think that's what my problem is right now.
Okay. And what would be your desired outcome?
I'm hoping that I can find a good like workout schedule and plan that like works for me and stick to it and be consistent. I'd like to get back to where I was when I was like into weightlifting, and just get to that point where I'm like feeling like super good about myself and just feeling healthy and taking care of my body and myself.
Okay, and then is this something you can see yourself doing every time?
For the most part, I think it's hard now, especially too with being in school full time and having a full-time job. When I was like in my good routine, I wasn't, being pulled in so many different directions with so many things. And so it was easy for me to say, okay, I'm going to work out, at the gym for at least an hour every day this week. Whereas now I kind of have to cater, my schedule based on the day. And I can't, necessarily say, okay, well, I'm going to work out 7 times this week because I don't know, and stuff comes up. But I want to say that, when I find that good routine, that I'll be able to stick to it.
Okay. And in what ways is achievement of this goal important to you?
It's important to me, like I said, working out is a really big stress reliever. And so it's just important for me to feel healthy, and especially while I'm in, kind of a stressful time with work and school and everything. I also want to prioritize like taking care of myself and feeling good, physically and mentally. And so I think that it's just important to keep me feeling good so I can, tackle everything I need to each day.
Yeah, like also working out, it's like a form of self-care too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then what will achieving this goal require of you?
It will definitely require sacrifice and just dedication, maybe sacrificing sleep if I have to, wake up early before work. Maybe sacrifice like going to hang out with friends, and maybe, getting a workout done instead and then going to meet up with them. So I think basically like sacrificing like time, I guess.
Yeah. All right. And then to what extent is this goal something you want to do?
It's to a great extent. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just gonna add, is it something you feel you should do or are expected to do?
I definitely feel like it's something I feel like I should do just because it has always been an important aspect of my life to take care of myself. And I've always been, involved in sports, and I just, have always prioritized like that part of my life and just athletics. And it's something that's been important to me as long as I can remember. Um, and so I do think that there is a small impact that, it's like a societal norm as well. Like, we should be working out, we should be taking care of yourselves, but I don't think that that's like my motivation of why I would want to do it. I want to do it for myself so I can feel good.
So it's like more of internal motivation.
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
definitely.
All right. And then is this goal based on rational, logical ideas, realistic expectation and ideas, irrational ideas and beliefs, logical thinking, perfectionist standards for self or others?
I would say it's a mix of rational and logical, because, working out and having a healthy lifestyle, well, not even necessarily working out, but just living a healthy lifestyle is, necessary to keep us, alive and
Mhm.
in good health.
Yeah.
I do think it's also realistic expectations and ideas, because it's I'm not saying I'm going to run a marathon tomorrow, because that wouldn't be realistic, but I think it's realistic to, devote 30 minutes of my day to a workout, and I think that that's obtainable. I
Mhm.
would say that it is a little bit based on perfectionist standards, just because I hold myself to a high standard. And I think that that's just also like the athlete in me ever since, I've been playing sports.
Mhm.
And I am very competitive. And so I think that not having, an organized sport anymore, not being involved in soccer, I've kind of turned it into like a competition with myself, with the workout. And
Right.
I definitely like want to be the best me. So I could see that being a little bit of a perfectionist standard as well.
Ah, yeah. All right. And the last question says, how will achieving this goal help you? Help significant others in your life?
So it'll help me just so I can, be in good health. I don't really have a lot of uh like family history, like serious like health issues. But
Mhm.
it can just, help me avoid running into any, health problems down the line, as I get older, and just to, take care of my body, take care of my heart, and, give myself some exercise. I think it'll help others in my life, just because like especially my partner, we like to, work out together, and it's a time that we can spend time with each other, like going on a run in the morning or something, because, we're caught up in our busy days. And so I think it can help us to be healthy together, which I think is important in a relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bonding experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about the miracle question. So assume you're sleeping and a miracle happened. So I guess not working out and not being healthy was no longer a problem.
Mhm.
How would you know the problem had been solved?
I think I would just find myself in a consistent schedule, and I was, able to, work out every day, and um, there wouldn't be like constant like missed workouts, and I would be feeling good, uh, and I would be feeling like motivated and probably just have a lot more energy.
Uh-huh. And what would significant people in your life notice what was different about you?
I think like my energy levels, I think I would have like a greater like pep in my step, you know, and just going like throughout my day, and they would just notice like, oh, there's like a better, like more like greater energy about you, I think could be said.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last question is, so what stage do you think you are in the stages of change?
Okay. I feel like I am at the preparation stage. Um I've been I recently started like a different job, and so I've been in a different schedule with like my training, and I'm finally going into like my actual like hours. And so I've been, you know, kind of testing out like different times to work out to figure out like what will be most productive for me.
Mhm.
Um, and I have been, you know, attempting to, you know, get better groceries and to be making sure that I'm like eating better. And so I think I have like all the right tools around me, and now it's just about implementing it into a cohesive plan, and then, you know, following through with that plan every day.
All right, sounds like you're on your way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think that's it for the
Okay.
questions.
Let's see. I
All
think
right.
I'll stop recording.